What's up, Arizona? You're watching 12 Sports tonight on 12 Plus. I'm Cameron Cox. We'll catch up with the rest of the crew here in just a moment. Every Wednesday night, come hang out with us, talking all things Arizona sports. We're going to tell you the important stories, the ones that matter, and introduce you to people that inspire. This is 12 Sports Tonight, Arizona's OG and longest running sports show, streaming on the 12 Plus app. Let's go. The high school football season will kick off this week. Excited for the season, but one of our own communities is hurting right now. An unthinkable situation we've been telling you about at Maryvale High School on Tuesday. A student killed after being stabbed by a classmate, another taken into custody. Classes, of course, we told you at the top of the show, going to be virtual the rest of the week. This all happening just a few weeks into the school year. The football team is going to practice tonight. They open the season next week, media day for Phoenix Union Schools. New head coaches, co-head coaches, Mark and Marcus Carter, thank the entire Valley for helping supporting them during this difficult time and lifting up their kids. The Carter twins, of course, coached at South Mountain and Desert Edge before spending last year out of state. They returned to Arizona and Maryvale to help elevate a program and a community that haven't won much in recent years. I saw a picture today. Trevor Brown was wearing y'all's colors today. Just what does that mean to see things like that?
And it means a great deal, Coach Rangel, and to see, our quote unquote rival, down the street, sporting our colors. That just lets you know that, the West Side pride is a real thing.
Our security staff did an amazing job, man. Like, I feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel safe. I feel safe at school. I feel safe in this community around these people. Like, I feel safe. So, shout out to our security team for doing that as well.
We sent a message to them last night, just letting them know that this is opportunity for them, a learning lesson. It's a life lesson.
Our AD was telling us a lot of the teachers on campus said they feel the momentum, they feel the change in the school and all the players. They said the players have been just extremely respectful. All the players have been doing the right things in the classroom and around the school. They haven't felt any like this in a very, 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 very long time.
It's been a while since they felt like stuff meant something to them as far as football.
You think football can help this community and heal this community in a sense?
I know we can. Look at the Chandlers and the Bashas and the Hamilton. Look, their communities are thriving, and I would say due to a large part of not just football but athletics in general. When the athletics are better, I believe the community is better, and that's what we're here to do.
Guys, what a compliment from their AD about how the football players are setting an example. Like, that's how it starts. Yeah. Just a few do it, and the rest of the school can kind of follow like that. And to restore that pride, Maryvale does have a history, back in the day. They haven't been good in years. But to restore that pride in the community and to get everybody on board moving in one direction be a pretty powerful thing. And the Carter twins have done it before. They did it at South Mountain and now are tasked with kind of changing the culture at Maryvale.
They need some light.
Yeah, they need some light. And that's what Coach was saying, to get them on the grass tonight, get everybody back together, hug them up, coach them hard, and kind of get ready for next week. It's kind of hopefully things that somewhat get back to normal at some point.
Glad we heard from them. That was good. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Cam.
We continue kind of to grow our high school football coverage. It's something new every Monday night on the 12 Plus app for your TV. You can watch Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. Of course, Chili, a longtime high school football insider here in the Valley. We're going to set the tone for the week, and as always, we're going to have some special guests. The first show you can watch right now on the 12 Plus app for your TV or the 12 News YouTube page or 12news.com. It was Brophy receiver Devin Fitzgerald. You know the last name. You know his dad. He zoomed in. Oh, that first matchup with Basha. I'm not asking you to throw gas on the fire or anything, but just how excited are you for game one? And I think all of our eyes, but possibly two of the best teams in the state going at it week one.
For sure. I'm super excited. They're one of the best teams in the state. They're nationally ranked pretty high on like 40-something. So I know our whole team's really excited to get back at them. We lost to them last year, so we definitely we got some get back to get. We've been working hard, tuning in on everything, all the little things, and I think it's gonna be a great game.
What can you beat Dad in? All right, what do you just take him like one-on-one? What do you got? Can you beat him in a race, golf? What you got?
Pickleball?
Race. I got him now for sure.
What?
Whoa!
Golf, definitely not. He's like a 6 handicap, I think. I don't have him there, but what's another thing? He's good at everything. He's good at all those little sports. But basketball, I got him. He's all the stuff you have to really move around for. He lost that. He's done. He's done.
Shots fired. Oh no, Larry, come on, man. Hey, we got more new stuff. We got Thursday night football, select high school football games. Going to be streamed live Thursday nights on the 12 Plus app for your TV. This week, look at this. Pima, SCA, Scottsdale Christian Academy, a rematch of the 2A title game last year. Of course, SCA, the two-time defending champs. Kickoff at 7 o'clock, of course, streaming on the 12 Plus app for your TV. And don't forget, this Friday night, we are kicking off the 36th season of Friday Night Fever. Arizona's longest-running and only high school football show is back. It is the season preview show. Be a believer, catch the fever every Friday night till like mid-December at 11:35 right here on 12. Joining us now on the Friday Night Fever preview show from AZ Prep 365, Jose Garcia. Good to see you, my friend. You fired up for a season?
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it.
It is here. All right, let's look ahead to week one when everything kind of gets rolling. Who's the best team in Arizona?
Wow. On paper right now, it looks like Basha, but even Coach Chris McDonald out of Basha said that until somebody knocks off Liberty, the two-time defending Open champ, Liberty's got to be the number one team.
Player of the Year candidates. Who are some players you got your eyes on this year?
Absolutely. Tate, the Freight, I like to call him, Reynolds out of Crane Creek.
Isn't he unbelievable?
He is. He's so humble, great leader as well. Could do it via the air, via the ground. Led the 6A in total yards last year, was the second leading rusher in 6A. You got to keep an eye on Noah Roberts as well over at Basha. You got Dante Tyson at Peoria. There are so many players.
Tate Reynolds, of course, our 2024 Friday Night Fever Offensive Player of the Year. It's kind of wide open there. A lot of talented players. Donovan Dixon, too, as well, over there at Cactus Shadows. Another guy I think that can jump in that mix. Give me some surprising teams on your list that you're like, man, we got to watch out for these guys.
Yeah, some teams that probably folks aren't talking about. Williamsfield in the 6A.
I heard they dominated this summer. Yeah, Steve Campbell doesn't say much out there.
You know, and after 3 so-so seasons, I think this is the year they get back in there, back in the open. Probably the best offensive line in the state. Perry with quarterback Cale Snyder out there. Finally, I think this is the year where they get to make it. Pinnacle, keep an eye out for them. For Dana Zepke, he's been there 20-plus years. I think they have the horses, they have the depth to make it.
Coach Z,
yes.
What are you putting the water out there at Pinnacle? Every year, like the Pioneers, they make some noise no matter what.
Quarterback U, a 5A Horizon. I hear they got a Cadillac in terms of tight end. That's what Coach said.
Okay.
Preston Burke, 6'5", baseball player. Didn't play football last year, but keep an eye out for him this season.
Tight end U out there at Horizon.
Yes, tight end U, exactly. And we love the small schools. We've got to give them some love. Crimson. In 3A, it's only a 3-year program, but Scott Hare took Mesquite to a state championship in his first season there. Look out for him this year. They might make some noise. Can the West Side maintain its momentum from last year? Last year, 3 West Valley teams won the AIA's highest conferences. Had never happened before, right? So we'll see if Liberty, Centennial, Desert Edge can keep that up this year. The new playoff format that's going to happen all the way from 2A to 6A, expansion is the key word there.
The West Side just kind of dominated there.
As a West Sider, I'm definitely.
Look at that! Oh, look at it! Look at it!
I got to pump, just a little
pump
bit.
Pump your chest out just a little bit.
Yes, no, it is getting some love a lot. Obviously, when it comes to depth, there's more teams, more talent out on the East Side. But when it comes to the rings, what they did last year, maybe it's the start of something. We'll see.
There we go. We'll get you out here on this, Jose. Girls flag football. It's just been really cool to see it grow. How excited are you for another season for these girls to go out there and showcase a lot of their skills?
Absolutely.
And Arizona's like setting the stage for the entire country, just so we're clear out there.
In 3 short years, it's incredible what we're doing. Max Preps recently came out with the top 100 player list. The number 1, number 4, and number 10 players were on that, all from Arizona. Amaya Moreno out of Campo Verde, she was number 1. Samaya Taylor Jenkins out of Hamilton. Becky Currents out of O'Connor. A lot of talent. It's gotten so big now, Cam, that we're up to 4 conferences for flag football, 136 teams total. So, yeah, keep an eye out for flag this season.
Jose, thank you so much
for
joining us. Hey, real quick, stand up together.
Yes.
West Side.
Yes, thank you.
This man right here in studio.
Cam, we have the usual remainder of the newscast.
Yeah. I crumbled up some paper that we throw away here. I could not find a basketball. A little disappointed that we don't have a basketball in this building.
You call yourself a sportscaster.
Yeah, we don't have a basketball.
We don't have a basketball.
Yeah. So we got a baseball, we got a football. We got a golf club that hangs out in our sports office.
So what are we doing with this?
Well, I'm going to show you here in a minute.
Okay.
But the reason I'm asking you about a basketball hoop in the building, I think it'd be cool, one. But Kenny Dillingham has done that at practice. And check out the Devils. How is this for a football practice? Kenny Dillingham says always have more fun working harder than anyone else in the country. Guys, this looks like a lot of fun. Mid-practice, he stops all the football work so his team could play knockout. Game took about 20 minutes. Dilly, by the way, kind of a lifer at pickup basketball. He's a hooper himself, bad knee and all. Common thing for the Devils, they usually have that hoop in their team meeting room. Wideout Jordan Tyson was the last man standing, knocking out QB Sam Levitt. And speaking of Tyson, he also won later that day.
Come on, JT. You built for this.
How about that to end a team meeting, right? Tyson with the crazy shot off the wall. By the way, the team got the night off early, right? They got to skip walk-through practice because he hit that shot. Look at that, guys. You think you can pull that off, maybe?
No way.
Come on.
That is
MC?
a long shot.
Guys,
That's like 3-point range.
It just shows you how cool that team, close that team is, how excited they get right to as well. Jordan Tyson, one of the best players on the team, one of the best players in the country. You're going to see a pretty cool catch he has today in practice. Like, listen, if he could be the focal point of the offense and Sam Levitt can be as good as people think, look at him come down with this ball. Like, this offense is going to be a lot of fun to watch. By the way, Tyson, of course, named a preseason All-American today. We asked Kenny Dillingham, though, like, what is a preseason All-American? Coach?
It's a lot better to be a postseason All-American than a preseason All-American. I don't even know what really a preseason All-American means. It's like people like you, but he deserves it. He deserves all that. He's earned all that. He's worked for all that. But he didn't work for the preseason. He worked for the postseason. And I think, he came out and had a great day today, one of his best days. Since we let him come back after we were kind of managing him a little bit. So, yeah, I love to see our guys get recognized for the work that they put in.
By the way, the Devils kick off the season a week from Saturday at home against NAU. They will be the favorites in the Big 12 this year. Should be a lot of fun to watch. We bring in our All-American, right?
Yeah.
Our All-American hooper, Lindsay Riley.
Oh, is that me?
Listen.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say this. You never know what could happen here on 12 News at 7 on the 12 Plus app. We got about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this show. Lindsay, you got your basketballs. There is a basket right over there, kind of, sort of. You have to make one before we go off the air. You got like 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wait, so you guys are not shooting?
No, just you. You're all
okay.
American.
It's all Lindsay.
Yeah, or you can do it too.
No. I want.
Oh, Troy wants it. Go ahead.
Take a shot.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's.
Wait, are we panning it?
Oh no, there we go. Now they see it. Come on,
All right,
Lindsay.
ready?
Yep.
Oh,
close. MC!
Nailed it.
MC, does that mean we get the 10 off? Can we get off?
Absolutely.
Troy! Come on, Lindsay.
Yay!
Let's go! All right, we get to go home. We get to go home.
No news.
No.
No more.
No, wait, do I have to work the rest of the night if I don't make one?
Yeah, you
Hey,
do.
stop while you're ahead.
Oh.
Come on.
Wait,
I'll
we get the night off? Who's picking all this up?
You are.
Me.
Especially
Lindsay made two.
Especially because this
All right.
was your idea, and you didn't make one.
I didn't make one.
in
No.
and out.
Listen, basketball was never my thing. She made 2 of those.
I know.
did.
You made 0.
Like I said, Miss New Jersey basketball.
We're preparing for the concessions at Mountain America Stadium. We got a sneak peek. Yes, it was quite good. Some of the new food and beverage offerings coming to Tempe. More grab-and-go stands around the concourse to expedite service. We're told ASU had a 96% renewal rate among season ticket holders. Premium seating is sold out, and 14,000 student tickets have already been downloaded. I have to say, of the items right there, that spicy bacon and cheese dog was the hit among everyone out there. Yeah, and then that Devil's Halo beer will be available. All the money from those cans sold goes to the Sun Angel Collective, again, to bring that NIL revenue to the student athletes and kind of raise their brand and give them a little spending money, right? Some gas money out in Tempe. The Sun Devils aren't sneaking up on anyone this year. They're top 15 in the preseason rankings after their run to the college football playoff, but positive preseason predictions have historically been a bad omen for ASU, often leading to losing seasons, I should say. So head coach Kenny Dillingham is challenging this group to change that narrative.
I showed them the stats on, Arizona State when they're ranked top 15, and in the last 50 years, what happened? And it's never good. Never. And we're trying to beat history, right? We're not just facing opponents, right? We're facing 50 years of history, and that's difficult to overcome. And I try to reiterate to them how hard that is and how this is going to be one of the most challenging tasks they'll ever face.
The team itself isn't the only thing with preseason predictions this year. Around this time last year, Sun Devil football fans were still waiting to learn who the starting quarterback would be. And since then, Sam Leavitt's gone from a promising transfer to a Big 12 champion and a Heisman Trophy contender heading into this season. All eyes are on 10, and Leavitt is eager to establish his legacy in maroon and gold. With less than 2 weeks before the season opener in Tempe, it's time to activate the Valley vibes with one of the faces of ASU football.
Leavitt lofting it to the end zone. What a catch!
You know, had a lot of belief in myself. You know, not a lot of people had a lot of belief in me leading up to this point.
Not believing in Sam Leavitt is so 2 years ago. Heading into the 2025 season, the hype surrounding the QB is at an all-time high, with the redshirt sophomore on pretty much every preseason watch list he could qualify for.
I would say Sam's grown the most just in how he carries himself. You know, he still has that passion and energy, but you don't see his frustration every single play anymore. And I think that's part of maturity and growing up.
Arizona State comes on the road behind their young quarterback, Sam Leavitt, and gets the 31-28 win for their first 3-0 start since 2019.
Leavitt's developed into a fiery leader for the Sun Devils, working to perfect his craft with every snap and demanding the best from his teammates.
Yeah, I think it was, a mix of one, just growing up. Always going to get more mature. And two, figuring out, what I need to do to progress myself, not only as, my personal oneself, but, as a leader for the team and a leader for the program,
Leavitt looking middle, throws, end zone, and what a catch!
I'm really most impressed by his ability just to stay in it regardless if it's a bad play, a good play. He's just always there. He always fighting and trying to get better. It's great quarterbacks, in the league that have them same traits, so I see a lot of that in him.
Leavitt has NFL aspirations, but he's focused on achieving team success in Tempe right now. After bursting onto the college football scene last year, Leavitt's aiming to be unforgettable.
That's who we are. That's our identity. We play tough, physical, fast football, take care of the ball. So that's kind of what we expect, and, going forward, that's the expectation for the rest of the season.
ASU practiced inside the bubble today, not to get out of the heat, but to create a humid environment. That's the plan until Saturday. Kenny Dillingham has turned off the AC and wants to see how his guys respond to a sticky situation. It marks the end of fall camp, where, of course, ASU's head coach has challenged his guys in as many ways as possible. The goal, make practice hard so the games are just simple for the champs.
One thing I like to ask is all the transfers, how is this camp compared to other camps? And there's not one guy, well, there was one who said it was the same. I'm not going to say who, but other than that, every other transfer said this camp is significantly harder than the place they came from. And that's the goal. People see the basketball hoop and they see the JT through the legs, but what isn't talked about is the work that these guys put in and the grind and the challenging practices that we put them through. These guys have endured a lot this camp, and I'm proud of them.
Check this out. Look at who was at the D-backs game. Suns players testing out their baseball skills. Ryan Dunn. How about that? The big fella getting down, picking up the ground ball. Remember, his brother is big league pitcher. Torrey Lavelle likes it. Then it was time for Colin Gillespie, Oso Iguodala, and Dunn to step into the batter's box and take some hacks. See, basketball players can play baseball too.
I haven't done it since freshman year of high school. So coming out here with Marte and hitting, and I almost hit one out. I almost caught one, so it was just fun having fun again. So I'll be back here a couple more times before the season ends. Maybe before we start, just getting out, being a kid again.
Played 1 year in 8th grade, and that was it. That was about it. Even just their batting practice, the pitchers probably pitching 50% of what they do in the games, and it's just it looks insanely fast. So it's always good to appreciate other people's sports and just how hard all professional sports are, so it's cool.
We are hearing from Ketel Marte tonight. Remember last week, D-backs beat writer Nick Pecora reporting some players and people within the organization are frustrated with Marte for asking for days off. Marte, of course, one of the best players in all of baseball. The article questions his commitment and suggests his PTO requests impacted the team around the trade deadline. This has kind of been an ongoing issue the past few years. D-backs recently didn't know about a vacation Marte planned after the All-Star break. There have been reports that they are listening to trade offers for Marte. Marte's agent denies that. Shortstop Geraldo Perdomo says Marte just wants to play baseball and to leave him alone. Jake Garcia at Chase Field with more.
There are a lot of layers to this ongoing story with Ketel Marte, so it made sense that his responses to local reporters today also had a lot of layers. There were moments where he stood tall, doubled down in his belief that he's a good teammate, that he's given everything to the D-backs in these past 9 years, and that he doesn't ask for too many days off. He also apologized. Marte said he was sorry for going to the Dominican Republic after the All-Star game and missing the D-backs' first 3 games of the second half. Marte said he was dealing with a lot of emotions, the emotions of learning that his home in Scottsdale had just been broken into, and the lingering emotions of the incident with the fan in Chicago.
Pido disculpas porque yo tenía plan.
Initially, the intent was to come back on Thursday and be with his team and practice. He wants to publicly apologize for not backing that up. I mean, he obviously, due to the circumstance of the situation, he got frustrated and wasn't in a bad spot.
A multifaceted response from Marte, accountability for the All-Star extended break, insistence that it's not a pattern of behavior.
No creo que tome demasiado día de descanso.
He doesn't think that it's too many days off. He's had injuries in the past.
He estado teniendo problemas con los hamstrings.
He said he's trying to keep his hamstrings healthy and believes it hasn't hamstrung the D-backs' playoff chances.
In the time that he's been here, he's never had an issue with another player or a coach or anybody.
Marte said if it were up to him, he'd play all 162. And if it's up to him, he wants to finish out his career in Arizona.
His goal is to always be a D-back and support the organization.
At Chase Field, Jake Garcia, 12 Sports.
It was a brutal watch for the Arizona Cardinals on Saturday night in Denver, 27-7 in a really uneven affair with the Broncos. Over 500 total yards of offense and not much from Clayton Tune and crew. Sure, we were encouraged by Jacoby Brissett, but was this such a pitiful performance that we need to see the starters play in week 3 of the preseason, the finale? Bill Brock, Johnny Venerable, PHNX Cardinals. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I would play the starters. I think that it was a really rough performance, and I think it gives everybody pause, as crazy as that sounds, for the momentum that the team is supposed to have in year 3 under this regime. I thought Jacoby Brissett was excellent. I would have liked to have seen Jacoby Brissett at least through the first quarter. I think putting in Clayton Tune, who it appears his time is coming to an end with the Arizona Cardinals in terms of being on the active roster, I think it was a mistake. He is not an NFL quarterback. You can't have him on the active roster. And again, if you're going to subject your fan base to 4 quarters of preseason football, at least give them an opportunity to come out and watch you be competent. It was a brutal performance under Jonathan Gannon in preseason game number 2. That good news, they can correct this week.
Love to see the starters. It's not something that they've done traditionally. Sure, it's sample size. We've only seen 2 preseasons under the current coaching staff. But, you know, to take in the full context, obviously you had the game on Saturday night, but you had a big-time joint practice on Thursday that JG thought he got enough from his both starting defense and offensive players. But I'm with you. Like, I think you need to wash, to an extent, this performance out of your mouth before going into the regular season. Does that mean you get a little series from Kyler Murray in the first? And do you get some more Jacoby Brissett before subjecting the poor Cardinals fans at State Farm Stadium on Saturday to probably the finale of Clayton Tune ball here in the desert? I'm with you. Let's hope we see it. We'll find out later this week. Will we see Kyler Murray and crew? Will we see Marv dress up one last time before the regular season?
Their disdain for preseason football. Ooh. I can feel it, and I like it, and I hear it. All right, we're not done in Denver. We head a few blocks down the road for our Sunday showcase, the old stomping grounds for Calais Campbell. This is the place that gave him his start, place that means even more now that he's into year 18 in the NFL.
Never too old to be a kid. Just ask Cardinals defensive end Calais Campbell. Following joint practice with the Broncos, the Denver native's favorite team growing up, his first team was waiting on him.
Y'all still do that same creed? How it go? Yeah, the Park Hill Pirates. You know, that's why I started playing football when I was 6 years old. I feel like they're my family.
This is an athletic holy ground, okay? This is where Calais Campbell's football career was born.
Mike Watson coached Calais growing up. Since the late 60s, the Park Hill Pirates youth organization has practiced on this field in Denver's inner city.
You look at the basketball court, that's the Chauncey Billups court. Lindell White played here as well.
The Calais connections can be found in all corners of the field.
Played from 7 all the way through high school with Calais.
8-year-old year. We was in the Super Bowl and I taped everybody up but Calais. His foot was so big.
Lindell was running the ball. He hit the hole like he was supposed to, and Calais met him and knocked him off his feet.
He played on my older brother's team, but we always just scrimmage against each other. Iron sharpens iron, the best of the best. So, I used to go out there and try to hit him as hard as I could.
When Calais made that hit, I knew he was going to be somebody.
But what Coach Watson really remembers, his family. Calais has 7 siblings, 5 brothers. That foundation is his secret to success.
It's the way he was raised. It's the way he was raised. He's always been a good person.
Good person, smart person, especially on the football field.
He knew everybody's alignment in the front 7. Before they would get down, he wouldn't get down, and he would watch to make sure that they got in their right technique, right, in their right gaps, and make sure the linebackers got it, and then he would get down and get into his.
And despite a long NFL career, Calais continues to give back to his community, his Pirates.
Amazing, but not surprising. He has the work ethic to take him as far as he's gone right now. It's been pretty awesome watching him just excel all the way for 18 years in the NFL. That's unheard of.
Unless you're Calais Campbell, on the road with the Cardinals. Cameron Cox, 12 Sports. That'll do it for us. Thank you so much for watching 12 Sports tonight on 12+. Same time, same place next Wednesday. By the way, next Wednesday, that's when we'll reveal our Week 1 Friday Night Fever Game of the Week right here on this very show to lead things off. Don't forget to get the best sports coverage in town right here on Arizona Sports Station, morning, noon, and night on 12 News. And if you miss anything, just head over to 12news.com, the 12 News YouTube page, or right here on the 12+ app for your TV. I'm Cameron Cox. See you back here Sunday night at 10:30 for 12 Sports.